Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. Yesterday, I left you. Some of you were like, oh no, it's terrible. What a bad thing. He's going to buy something on Facebook Marketplace and probably get killed. As we have a beautiful puppy pile behind me, 3 dogs. O'Neill usually gets, take it in because he's going to leave. He gets warm. Kenny already getting ahead of us. You know, I have a show planned. I'm gonna get to it, buddy. Cool your jets. That's what I'm starting with. I'm opening with what you're already talking about. Can't let that go unpunished. See you around. So if you saw that, you know, kind of tips my hand. I know. Simple people with low IQs have to be reminded every single day. I go to the burgeoning community of Stanton, Michigan. Now, I'm driving by, you know, everybody's property. It looks like Fear Bunker North. I'm on a dirt road. As I'm pulling in, I was afraid my truck was going to get stuck. Armed to the teeth. This little old lady's house has all sorts of garden gnomes in the front yard. There's 2 adorable poochies in the window guarding. One big, one little. And then I'm like, all right, right away, I'm put at ease when I see that. I walk up to the front door. Just before I'm about to knock, the door opens like 1 inch. And I hear, I'll be right out there. Door opens. The guy's got like a 1.5 inch cigar hanging out of his mouth. He's kind of like chewing on it. And it's lit. So he's smoking that stogie inside. He goes, it's in here. And he takes me to a barn. Picture like that scene from The Walking Dead when they're on the farm and the old man's got the dead inside of the barn. That. Oh, shit. And it's locked. So he's going to open it up and the dead guys are going to come flying out of there. He opens it up. He walks in and he goes, there it is. I go walk in and I see it. Just like in the picture. I go, all right, yeah. I've already communicated with the guy that you all said was a scam artist. You were all convinced this is a scam artist. You're going to get scammed. And it's like, let's think about that, people. In what way would I be scammed? It's simple. He said, get the merchandise and send me the cash after you get the merchandise. What kind of a fucking scam is that? It's not. If he said, hey, I'm going to need the money before and then gave me all sorts of hoops to jump through, you know, congrats, Corey. Corey's just celebrated the birth of a second child. You know, then maybe. But no, it's just like, yeah, just get the stuff and I need the money because I got to pay this hotel that I'm staying in because I'm homeless. That's another story. All right, I get the mattress and I inspect it, and it's perfect. This thing is pristine. Nice pillow top mattress. Nice collapsible metal bed frame. The box spring it's old school. It's like heavy. Very, very heavy. I put the box spring in. Arc Flash Nick says it takes 120 degrees for 90 minutes to kill bed bugs. Nikki says all that for $40 seems like a good deal. And you know what? I gave him 50. I gave him $50. I opened up the Cash App thing and I sent him 50. He goes, "Thank you. This gets me another night here in my hotel." Now, in the back of my brain, I'm like, yeah, we got to think big picture here. We got to stop, blowing our money on hotel rooms. So I actually did bite and reached out to the guy. This is how that went. I'm saving the best part of the story. So, dumbass, when you get out of your suspension, I don't want to hear from you again for the rest of the show. Keep your lips zipped. I reached out to the guy, and I just couldn't resist it. Sorry. I said, so if I may be so bold, why are you homeless? Pardon me. I said, pardon me, though. I don't know you, I'm concerned about you, I wrote. He says, I've been diagnosed with a heart condition. I just had 4 lumps removed off my head, which may be cancerous. I'm in the process of trying to get disability, but it's a hurry up and wait thing. Due to my health issues, I can't work at the moment. I appreciate you being concerned. You just asking means so much, and it's more than my closest friends and family have done. Now, I was born at night, but not last night. Something's not adding up. Are you telling me that a guy who's got a bum ticker and skin cancer or whatever, no one talks to him, and they make him live in hotels even though they live nearby? I wanted to just come out and say, do you ever stop lying? When are you going to stop lying to people? You're a drug addict. That's why this is happening to you. That's why no one's talking to you, because you've done that. And I didn't get up that nerve to do it. And this went around for a little bit, and yeah. He's got a daughter. I feel bad for the guy, but he's got to do that on his own. Oh, the mattress. I tell you what, this was fantastic. This worked out so well. Look at this bad boy. Okay, I shot a video so I can share this with you, and you can see for yourself what's going on. Got it out of the truck. Said, I have to prove, because everyone's like, oh, you're going to get killed, and this is going to be a disaster. I didn't get killed. I shot this video of the mattress. Now, if you're just listening to the audio podcast, you can't see it, but well, that right there. I talked about this on the Patreon bonus with on the Ben and Eric show. I'm sorry, the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. So that's why, much to everyone's chagrin, Kenny's aware of this, and he told you about this before the show, before I got to it today. This is where one person was murdered, probably a friend. In the middle, that's where another relative was murdered. And this is where he was bleeding from the head when he was laying there. Either that or this is period blood. I'm not sure. So that's the mattress that I drove an hour across town to. Now, when the picture that they showed of it on Facebook Marketplace, it didn't have those stains. And I'm reasonably sure that in the messenger conversation that I just shared with you, that this gentleman was lying to me about his health. So he's probably also lying to me when he said his daughter spilled a juice box on this fucking thing. Yes, Diana has seen the mattress. Kenny is now aggressively attacking me, and I don't like violence, so I have to ban him again for another 600 seconds. I don't know why he keeps attacking me. Awful. I feel very attacked, and I can't have that. On the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, I said there's no way in hell I'm going to let my dad on that mattress. There's no way anyone is going to that mattress is going to be burned. That is my plan. But Sarah, Maureen, and Linda were saying, oh, it's fine. Just flip it over. It's fine for your dad. And I'm like, what a horrible thing to say. Of course I'm not going to let anyone sleep on that mattress. Why Maureen, Linda, and Sarah would want me to put my dad on that mattress is absurd. But I got a nice box spring and a frame and a story for the podcast, so all I need is a mattress. The quarantine is over for our beloved Madison. Oh, by the way, this show happens each and every workday, day of the work week, I should say, from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. Thank you to them. If you remember, when Madison, her COVID test was positive on like Tuesday, she looked into her crystal ball, and she determined that there were a lot of things that were going to happen, and they were all terrible. God knows what was running through her brain, but it was probably like she's going to get fired, the school's going to kick her out, she's going to lose all her friends. She'll be, because of this COVID diagnosis, she'll be homeless. She'll be sleeping on that mattress. And she's going to get married to that guy in the hotel that I was just telling you about. These are all things. And this usually happens. This type of state of affairs usually happens late at night when she's tired. And all these things converge in her brain. And then we have to talk to her on the phone for like 45 minutes. In the back of my brain, I'm hearing, Dad, hit her. She's loud. None of those things happen. I know, it's weird. None of them. Now, your old pal Eric Zane is no stranger to this type of stinking thinking. You ever heard that one? It's the stinking thinking. That's what we say at AA. You and your stinking thinking. Just shut up. The old timers at the AA meeting, whenever you get somebody who's sitting there bitching and feeling sorry for themselves, some old guy with like 3 teeth and a beard, all he wants to do is walk over and slap the piss out of you. You can always see him coming. Like, I'm going to fucking whip his ass. You and your stinking thinking. So I'm like, yeah. Now, and the thing is, you can't, it's 2 different people. When she's like that, it's different than like she is today. Today, she's like, oh, my quarantine's over. I can go back to living life. I go, yeah, you can. Now, what I want to say is, can we go back to your over on your predictions about what's going to happen to you? There's no point in wasting any more of that energy. Can we just maybe recognize that? I mean, but when you're a bundle of, like when you're a young person today, they don't have that ability. I didn't have it when I was her age because I would do the same damn thing. It isn't until you get old, okay, and that this starts, at least for dudes. I don't know about chicks. Maybe it'll never leave. I have no idea. But I'm kind of learning to just shut up and wait, see what happens. Deal with it when it happens. Deal when it actually takes place. This is something I'm practicing. I am not great at it. I do the same thing. But right now I'm not. Like right now, this exact minute, I am not. Now in half an hour I might. I have an update on my new job. Talked about this on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. I'm trying to get yet another side hustle gig. With the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. That is a union. There is a local here in Grand Rapids. These are known as the stage hands. If you've ever gone to any event, concert, or anything like that, comedy show in the area where I live, it was put on by the stage hands. They made sure everything was there for the talent. Spotlights, mic checks, sound checks, everything. They're the ones who make sure that the curtain rises and the curtain falls. Without them, you have nothing. And the venues in town have a contract with the union. The hockey game, it's put on by the union. They have to tear down and set up the ice. Hell, they had to go ahead and tear down the arena to build for the monster truck. That's the stage hands. They do all that shit. They work through the night. They work when you sleep. Okay? I tipped you off a little bit when I just asked a question. Are any of you roadies working the Free Beer and Hot Wing show at DeVos Performance Hall? Nah, not this year. Oh, okay. Why? I don't know. Just wondering. Do you want to work? What? Yeah. I go, well, I can't. Why not? I go, well, they probably won't let me. They don't have a say. What? Yeah. If you want to work, we can get you on a day contract. And, okay. So then the gears in my head start spinning. In my brain, I'm like, well, I'm going to go in there and just be a cock. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Just go in there and do what you were hired to do. Mind your own business. So I got passed on to like some mob boss who runs the union. My quote, I've always wanted to be part of the union for one day. I wrote to the captain of the mob boss. He's probably going to wonder what the fuck I'm up to. Feel free to give him the lowdown or have him call me and I will tell him. I write, my goal is to keep it completely above board and professional. I have no intention of doing anything corrupt. My presence alone is enough to cause their cages to be rattled. I said I wouldn't want to do anything to make the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees look bad. So, I think if I'm just there with my cell phone in my pocket facing out to record all my interactions, it would be fantastic. So, fingers crossed that I will be back making that show possible for all those fans of our favorite rock radio, world famous morning show. I may be working for free beer and hot wings. Please let it happen. Wow. A lot of you are bummed, and I don't blame you. Stand by. Basketball last night. My God. The game of the damn year. Michigan State. Kansas State. Oh. Incredible. There's some dude for Kansas State. He's listed at 5'8", but there's no way he had to be about 5'1". Marquise Noel. He had like 20 assists in the game. It's some kind of record. And the Spartans forced overtime. And then Kansas State went ahead. And I, for one, am disappointed. I wanted Michigan State to win that game because I love it when the state teams, the teams in the state, do well. I'm not a dumbass like Kevin Kuipers here, who he's one of these dick-faced Michigan fans, like University of Michigan, who he's so stupid that his team sucks, okay? The Wolverines had a horrible year this year. I don't think they won one game. And Michigan State goes into the tournament as a 7 seed, does great in that first weekend, and this game, it's a barn burner. Kuipers is rooting for Kansas State. He's that type of moron. I can't stand that. And everybody wanted Michigan State to win. They just had the deal where the fucking dickhead went in and shot kids, for God's sake. So I was really disappointed. I wanted Michigan State to win so bad. It was a hell of a game, though. It was the game. It's been like the game of the tournament. A bunch of other things. I don't even remember what the fuck else happened. I'm going to check the bracket on the Eric Zane Show podcast bracket. In first place now is Julie M. She's got Alabama going all the way. I'm going to take a look at her bracket, what she has still alive. She took Virginia. She took Arizona. Her Final Four. Oh, my God. Her Final Four, she is still intact. She picked UConn, Houston, Bama, and Kansas State to be in the Final Four. That's freaking awesome. By the way, last night, Florida Atlantic beat Tennessee. Oh boy. So they're the team that's kind of like got that Cinderella thing going. But they're a 9 seed, you know? I want this Princeton team to get to, if they win today at 9 p.m., they will go to the grade 8. They're playing Creighton. I have no idea where that school is. Omaha, maybe? Creighton, and that's who they play. And anybody else that's kind of like a Cinderella team other than Florida Atlantic, no. Arkansas, they're an 8, but they're out. So that's where we stand. The standings in our bracket, in our tournament. Linda drops down, but she's out because she picked Michigan State to win the whole damn thing. She's got no chance. Your old pal Easy tied for 12th. I got no shot either. Oh my God. So that was something. That game kept the NFK up last night. He was rooting for Michigan State, and then it fell flat. Cole says grade 8 is Ovechkin. Adam says me showing up at the Live at Night shows might ruin it for eternity. Well, tell you what, I could be there at all of them. If I'm actually seen in the audience, oh my God, people are going to be like, what the fuck? Runner Girl says wear a GoPro on your head during the setup. It's a great idea. I have a GoPro. Tyler says, can you imagine if Smug Beer hired affordable limo for that night and Eric was their limo driver? Yeah, you got to lean into these things, you know, and I always do. I lean into all my side hustles. Whether it's flipping burgers or driving a limousine, you're damn right. Aram says Eric should laugh at every joke. So, like way over laugh, you know? Like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. At every dumbass joke. Yeah. Yeah. You have to leave. I work here. You can't ask me to leave. You leave. No, you have to talk to my boss. Tyler says they decide to go to Bosco's afterwards and Eric's making the food. Josh says, no wonder the tax hobbit charges you so much. Still not a lot, but you have like 15 W-2s a year. Nick says things you should never buy used. Underwear, toothbrushes, mattresses. I agree. That's why I don't want my dad to sleep on it. All these audience members want my dad to sleep on that thing. All right. Eric needs to wear his union jacket and cap while working. Yeah, I'm a union member for one night. I will be. All right. With any luck, they'll get a heads up that I am trying to make this happen as we speak. I don't think any of those people would dare listen to my show. They leave me alone in my little corner of the world. Stand by. All right. So there you go. If you're enjoying the show on Facebook, that's facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Please follow me there. Twitch at Eric Zane Show. I'm sorry, Twitter at Eric Zane Show. Damn it. And then, of course, my YouTube channel, Eric Zane Show, where you can see the intro, which is this right now, but I'm going to send you on your way. You must go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Follow the page. Link up your Amazon Prime and subscribe. Please do that. If you want to listen to the audio podcast, download it whenever you want. All of my shows are available on every podcasting platform that exists. Please subscribe, rate, and review if your platform lets you do that. And as always, you can reach out, Eric at ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm now going to send you all on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on your way.